Good day, everyone. Thank you for coming into this YouTube channel, Trade Live with Precise Trader. Okay, today is 4th of July and this Asian session. Do take note of the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose. Use your information entirely at your own risk, and you must assess the risk of your trade with your broker before you put in your trades. So with that, we move on to our live analysis. So looking at this today, I think literally we shouldn't see any big movement happening unless some major news or anything, because there's no data out, and also US is on holiday. Okay, US is on holiday, so expect the market to be very quiet and choppy. So in fact, this Asian session is already been showing that the quietness. Let me tell you. Okay, the euro, the high low is only about 10-15 pips. So overall, if you see, all literally very quiet, even including the gold. So you just have to. I mean, the Dow Jones, Nasdaq, this is showing some weakness. So I'm not sure whether we can trade, but of course, since US is being holiday, so we expect this quietness. So we have to be a bit careful. Okay, as far as this open trades is concerned, we don't have any open trades, and like yesterday, we were also a bit unlucky because I think we tried to see, every time when we try to go on market, we tend to lose money. In fact, yesterday our projection for 37, 38 was very precise. If you attended yesterday's session, I think you would know that our projection was 37, 41, 43. Okay, so that's the level we put. So the only mistake we did was we entered on market, and that became a loss. Okay, so overall, right now we are expecting this weakness to be here. So the only way we can trade is just within this range. Okay, we are not expecting any big move, so we can expect the price to trade between 20 half and 34. 20 half and 34. On the, if let's say the price moves slightly higher, then the next level we are looking at is within this trading band, which is 44. 44. So what we can do is, okay, today we are not going to enter any forex trade, but anyway, we look into it slightly. We see whether, if we have just put in the trades, and this trade is only valid until Singapore time, I would say about 8 to 10 p.m. Okay, because maybe while Europe is on, we may see some movement, but unlikely. If the market has been quiet, then I think it's going to be a bit unlikely. So what we will do is, we will put in two trades. One is to sell at 33 and TP at 22. Okay, 33 and 22. Then another one, we will go for sell at 43, and for that we will go for TP at 32. So most likely today we don't need to monitor the trade, because I don't think we would be getting any big move. So you can just put in the trade with an expiry, then we can see how this is working. Okay, 33 stop. Okay, we'll put above 36 or 30. 38 was yesterday's 38 half was yesterday's high. Okay, so we'll put it at about 38 and TP at 22. Okay, expiry we will put today until 10 p.m., which is 22. So 22 minus 5 should be about 17. Okay, 17 o'clock, 17 o'clock time. Okay, so this is one trade we put. Then we'll go for another trade which is selling at 43. Okay, just in case the other thing got stopped out. So 43 stop we'll put as 47 half, and that one we will try to put it as 32. Okay, that's about $11 move we are expecting. So this is again we will put expiry about 17, which is Singapore time. We put about 10 p.m. So 10 p.m. So because we don't want, because US is on holiday, so we don't expect any movement during that time. So I think Europe also would be volume will be thin, and we may see the price settling down soon. Okay, let's look at euro dollar. Okay, euro dollar is in a similar picture as gold. Okay, can you see the pattern is still looks very similar. Okay, the gold euro also had a very big drop, and this is also having a similar move, which means to say we may have seen the high on the in fact, if you look into the location, the trend, location, see the difference between location and the trend is location we look into that where it is exactly trading now, as of now. Okay, so the trend is the direction. So the difference is, you need to know that the trend is the direction, location is where it is as of now. So when we look in terms of of course the trend is, like we can say on the weekly, this is limited up, or I would say limited up, because not turning down, but limited up, because market is starting to turn. But as far as this location is concerned, so this is also weekly. Okay, this is the high, and we have already seen the high, so I hope I'm being very clear, when we use the word, so at least you try to understand what it means. So it means basically in short, okay, we when we talk about the trend, we are looking at the direction. When we talk about the location, we are looking at the levels and where it is, so that is the thing we need to know. So now when we look on to the daily, so the daily, this is showing that lower highs on both sides. So we are expecting this price to come down. So next week I think might be a good viable opportunity, and this trade for the gold and euro dollar, we should be holding on a sell. Okay, that is a sell and hold, because that might be a big move happening. So what we can do is, see, the daily is already turning down. Okay, turning down. So which means to say that we should not see the price going above 11810. Okay, so that when we look into the hourly, okay, hourly is already started coming down. So we should be expecting the price to test this level or extension of this level, which is even lower towards 11620 or 11580. So by next week would be uh, a good level, because I think we should see the price testing this low, which is your current week low, and price moving further down. So when we look on to that 15 minutes, okay, 15 minutes is already telling us that market has already turned down. Okay, turned down, which means to say we should see the price at least to this lower channel, which is 11660. So what we can expect is the price. There's two ways which we can do, because we don't want to hold our trades overnight and over the weekend. So Monday, I think, should be a good level to sell and hold, and we should see next week at least hitting another 100 pips down for next week. And market is giving us that this market has already given a turn. So that means the correction on the hourly is started. If the correction is on the daily is started, then we may see even this low break, okay, which is 11680, and it can even extend towards 11620 and 11580. So this is going to be for next week. So now, how can we trade this for today? So we should be going for a sell, and the selling level should be 11785, and the TP is before this low, which is 11740.45. So there's only about 40 pips move we are looking for. So we would go for a sell on the euro. Sell at 85, stop at 11820, and buying at 40.45. So there's only 45 pips of move, 40 to 45 pips of move we are expecting today on this currency. Okay, so expiry again same, we are going to put at 2200 hours Singapore time. So as far as the system science time is concerned, then it's going to be about 17. Okay, now let's see the pound. Okay, the pound, the same scenario. If you look at on the weekly, okay, pound is weaker than euro, because it's already coming back into the trading range on the weekly. But euro is trading above the previous week high. So we can see that pound is more weak. Then when we look at daily, okay, this is also showing similar. Market has already turned down. Okay, it's already turned down, and we should be looking to see this market is within this trading band, which is 35, 65 and 37.15. Then expect this low to break. If it breaks, then we should see a price extending towards 34.80, 34.20, this or even 33.80 for next week. So overall, we should be holding a sell. So for today, we would try to sell at 30. Let's see. So we are going to trade within this trading level. So what we will do is, we will try to sell at 36, 90, 95 and 36.45. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay, so we are going to go for a sell at 36, 90, 95. Okay, then put a stop at okay, we'll put it as 90, 37, 20, 25 stop, and 36, 45. So this is also again only 45 pips that is available today because of the market on holiday. Okay, so this is 17. Hold on. Same until 2200 hours, which means this 10 o'clock US, sorry, Singapore time. Okay, so now next we look into dollar yen. Dollar yen is showing market okay, dollar yen okay, market on the weekly. Okay, on the weekly, this is also moving back into the trading range on the weekly. So that means it broke the low, so it was a failure. Then the market started moving back into the trading range on the previous week. So the same scenario daily, I think we have already seen a low confirmed. Okay, so we should be next week, we should see the price breaking this high and going beyond this high towards 146.20 or even 46.80 or even higher. So as of today, we should see the price, we shouldn't see the price going below 43.70. So what we should be doing is we look for a buy. Okay, we look for a buy, and the buy should be it's already like approaching oversold, so we'll try to buy somewhere near 44.35. 44.35 or 44.15. Okay, 15. Okay, let me see that. Yeah, 44 between 44.20 or okay, let's see extension of this level. I think the stop loss should be 43.80. So the TP we should be exiting before 44.60 or 44.80. Okay, for today. So we can go for a buy. Okay, we can go for a buy at 44.20. Stop 43.80. TP is either 44.65 or 80. So this is again also, I think we are only looking for 40-45 pips move. Okay, this is also we are giving about so-called only about 40-45 pips move. So this is also showing in a similar directions. Okay, so let's see, for those of you who have just joined in, we just discussed the gold one more time. Then I think today we can afford to relax, meaning to say that we don't have to get so stressed, because I think the market is going to be very quiet, and try not to be maybe we can, if you want, we can do other things as well, so today is the time we can just afford to relax. Okay, now looking at the gold again. Okay, if you look into the gold on the trend itself, this is congestion. I would say congestion down or congestion with the downside view on the weekly. Okay, because we're seeing a lower high and a lower low. Okay, then on the daily, this is okay. This is where we called PT hook. Meaning to say, whenever the price is 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 coming down, I mean, is going to be in a downtrend and in a continuation. So we don't expect the price to go beyond the extension of that low, which means to say, that means as long as the price is within this this high, because I think there was a slight break which the market moved, or we can take it this high, but still, as long as it's within this, expect this price to continue lower and move in the downward direction. So this is on the daily. So weekly, this is congestion. Daily, this is within the PT hook. Then hourly, this is already turning down. So you see, I'm giving you all the the scenarios, so at least we get a very clear directions where we are. But the only problem with have our system is, you see, most of the time this whole week, if you have been following us, I think most of the time we given a level, most of the time we get stopped out, then the market turn. We just get, and this is the only problem which we are having this week. So we try to resolve it ASAP. So once it's resolved, then I think we can get good trades coming in flow, and we should see the a good movement. So now, if you look into this, okay, market has already seen the high, so expect this low to break, and we should see the price moving lower. But of course, there is a high chance that this low has to break, but it all depends on next week's data and next week's price activity. So now, how can we trade? Okay, we are going to sell at this level, and this time is going to finish in another 30 more minutes. So now what this market is telling us is this market is within the trading range on the 360. So if let's say we look into 120, I think this also gives you a similar picture, meaning to say that if our 33 is filled, okay, we should be exiting within this level. Okay, so what we can do is we can adjust that. Instead of putting a lower price, we will adjust within this trading level, rather than since we are not going to monitor this trade that closely. Okay, so that means what we can do, we can revise this TP to 25. So that means there's only $8 move we are expecting on this. So then the other one is also the 32. I think this one also has to be raised to 35 to play safe. So that is the adjustments we need to do, and I think today we can afford to relax. Okay, I think that's about it. Once again, thank you for coming, and looking forward to see you again next week. So hopefully next week we'll try to catch some big moves, because right now I think we were betting on this top, and I think we lost somewhere here, then here also. This 3 times. Actually, we're supposed to be making money, but I think so I'm sorry, I'm showing the chart. Okay, now just repeat what I said. Okay, we're supposed to be making money on somewhere here, but we got stopped out here. Most of the time we are losing money on 2 occasions. One is we putting a very tight stop, or a very precise stop loss. That's one. Another thing is we are trying to pick the highs and lows, and that's one of the reason why we get stopped out also. So these are the two problems which we need to arrest. So hopefully we arrest that soon, then at least we try to continue with the steady income and steady movement. Okay, so thank you very much. Okay, I'll see you again. I don't think today I want to have an Europe session. Okay, we don't have an Europe session, so we would see again next week. So see whether this order works. Then I think you just manage it on the mobile and can just afford to relax. Okay, thank you. I'll see you again next week. Thank you. Bye.